So welcome back to Blake's Den. This is episode 13 of Project Designer, which is me working on my 1988 Austin Mini Designer Special Edition. So in my last video, we finished sorting out the inner wing and got that all ready for the outer wing going on. So that's what I'm going to try and do in this video, get the outer wing fitted. So first job is just to drop it on. We'll do a bit of a trial fit and see how it looks. So that's the first trial fit. It's not actually too bad. So I've just got a few clamps on it. So I've got a clamp around here at the front, holding it in. This cross panel had to move down a bit, the slam panel, but not by much. I mean, we're talking a few mil. Seems alright. There's a bit of a gap along here, sort of underneath. But I think that'll I can hammer down on that to get that to work. I've got it clamped in up there. Along the top here. The gap here is a bit bigger than I want it to be. But I know they don't fit great there anyway. And then down the edge here. It's not too bad. I mean, it's probably sticking out a tiny bit, but it's about right. And then looking at the line of a wheel arch, seems about right. Obviously, I no longer have the bit at the front to line up against, but that's fine. So, yeah, not too bad. But I want to do a bit of tidying up here, get this a bit better. So if you look at the other side, sorry, I'm moving around a lot today. There's actually a sizable gap there. And then you sort of fill it with seam sealer and replicate the body line. As it is, that is just a little bit bigger than I want it to be. So we'll see about getting the panel a bit further back. I think just for comparison, on my Cooper, it's still it's a fair gap there, and obviously it's been sealed up. So if you are restoring your own Mini, or fixing up your own Mini, buy another one. It's great. You can use one for reference dimensions and everything. Right, okay then. So let's just have a little bit of a tweak with that and see if I can get the position a bit better. So I don't think that's too far off actually. Just doing a little bit of repositioning. I've also put the quarter panel on, which I cut off in the last video, just for comparison. So if we look sort of along that edge, it looks about straight. We'll look from the other side. I mean, this doesn't quite fit anyway because it's full of holes. But yeah, it's okay along there. It's better up there. It's fine down that edge, and the wheel arch looks about right. So yeah, fairly happy with that. I mean, that's the advantage of using a genuine panel. I think the fit's a bit better. I still think I might have a little bit of problem when I do this bit, but well, we're there now, so just got to deal with it when I get to it. So right, I need to do some more preparation on this wing before welded on, and that involves painting it and priming it. So over to the bench and we'll do that next. So over at the workbench, we need to prep this for welding. So I need to paint the inside with zinc Bonder rust primer, the red stuff. And then all these external edges, well, that one doesn't because that's a wheel arch lip. This one up here goes against the A panel, so that needs weld-through primer on it. And it also needs punching with some holes in ready for the plug welds. This lip along here is what mounts onto the sort of the top of the inner wing under the bonnet. So that needs weld-through primer and holes in it. This edge here, let's turn it around. I'm not going to be welding that today because that's where the quarter panel goes on. But it would be a lot easier to prep it now. So again, take it back to bare metal, weld through primer and punch it. Also, I need to think about what I'm doing on the inside. So I'll be welding through here for the quarter panel, so that needs cleaning up all the way around to there. Externally, that edge needs taken back to bare metal because I'll be welding on it, and so does that edge there. So I'll set to it with a grinder and the paintbrush, and hopefully when you come back it'll be looking quite different. So the wing is painted with the Bonder rust primer on the inside, and then the weld through primer on the edges, which are going to be sort of covered up, but I need to weld through. I've also marked up, I'm not sure if you can see, where I want to punch the holes through for the plug welds. I'm not actually going to punch the holes now. I'm actually going to fit this to the Mini one more time for one more trial fit. And I'm actually going to put some soft tapping screws through to hold us in position, so I can close the bonnet and just double check the alignment of the bonnet and just make sure I'm 100% happy. I've loosely fitted the bonnet there. I'm quite glad I did, because if you look at the side which is untouched, got a fairly even seam all the way along. Look at this side, fairly even. But then it gets massive there. Now that will push down a bit, but it's still quite a large gap, so it's clear that there's a bit more fettling required. And again, you can see the gaps up here aren't great, so suggests that it just needs to go that way a bit. I think it's probably worth, while I'm doing this, mention the word about the wings. Is if you're doing this yourself, make sure you buy the right wings. This one has the aerial hole and the side mounted indicator repeater, and you compare that to the MPI. That has the side indicator but it doesn't have the aerial hole, and then you can get the earlier models without either, and the sports pack which has the bigger wheel arch. So yeah, you just need to make sure you buy the right panel. Right, okay, a bit more fettling before I weld this on. Well, that's looking a bit better now. Obviously the black bonnet is quite a contrast to the white, so I think it's making the gap look bigger. But if I measure the gap in that corner there, it's about 5 mil, I think. 4.23. 4.34, okay. So check over here. Probably about a millimetre out. Yeah, about a millimetre or so out. So I think a little bit more tweaking, but I think the bonnet will just go sideways just a touch. And then that should make it close up. The gap doesn't look very even on the way down. It seems to close in and open up, but same thing happens on the other side. It's actually really quite narrow, and this is the original wing and original bonnet. I've done nothing to it, so I know the bonnet fit on this one's not great either, actually. So it's a bit more even. Okay, a little bit more fettling then, and I'll see if I can make it any better. That's looking better now. Got it down to 0.3 of a mil difference. So yeah, I think it's as good as it's going to get, and up here it's looking better as well. Nice fit. A little bit of a step there I'm not too keen on, but it's flat there. Around here. Okay, so I need to then punch the holes in this. Down here, along that edge, and along that edge. So let's do that now. So that's all the holes punched using the air punch. So all the way up that edge, oops, along that edge, the tape was just where the screws were. That one went a bit wrong in the middle, but they're all around there, and then underneath they're all there as well. There'll be no welding on this edge up here, even though I've got weld through primer on it. That is actually just going to be seam sealed, and I'm using this sticks all because apparently it sticks all. See what I did there. Most people tend to use like a U-Pol product, but I forgot to order some, and I got hold of that. It says it's suitable for automotive applications. It will stick together, metal. It's chemical proof, it's waterproof, it's everything you want it to be. So I'll be applying that to that edge. Probably not going to do that on camera because I've got a feeling it's going to be really sort of messy. I don't want to get all over the camera. Yeah, and then final thing I've just done, I've just been looking through my Haynes Mini Restoration manual, looking for guidance on what am I doing it right? And yeah, I seem to be doing everything they say. So yeah, fairly happy with that. Right, next time you see this will be back on the car. That'll be glued on with the stick saw, and I'll be ready to make the first welds. So that's on, filled with seam sealer down there. It was quite messy. Right, I'm going to get some tacks in now. So what I'm going to do is just using the G-clamp, just going to clamp it down, make sure there's really good contact between the two skins, and then I'll weld these progressively along. I'll set you up so you can see me doing that. See, word of caution, welding right next to an engine bay can be a bit dodgy. I know there's no petrol in the carburetor, I know there's no petrol leaks or anything like that, but I will put a cover over it just to be 100% sure. So right, I'm going to get some tacks in now, and then hopefully we'll have this wing on. So they seem to go okay. I'll just check what the bonnet looks like. Yeah, happy with that alignment. Happy with that fit. So yeah, more of the same. Weld up the edges and then it'll be done. I'm really pleased with how that's gone. Welded all the way along now and all the way down there, and I'm getting really good penetration in the weld. You can see the sort of heat rings around it, so that's not going anywhere. Last job to do is it needs a little strengthening bracket, which I've just made out of a bit of scrap. I think it's cut off from the sill, actually, in a sill, just on there. When the camera sorts itself out, there we are, just on there, just to strengthen the joint between the two panels. So I'll stick that on now. So really happy how that's gone. Ground all those welds back, lovely and flush. Same down the side here. So obviously this bit here gets sort of hidden with the sort of capping piece which goes over that hides all the joins and protects them. So yeah, happy with that. Right, quick dust of etch primer, and I think we are actually done. And it's done. So I'm really happy with how that's gone. That's probably the most complicated bit of bodywork I've ever done on a car before. So that's good. The next bit down here will be even more complicated, but that's for another video. So I actually found the restoration manual quite useful. Haynes do too. There's like a renovation and restoration manual. Renovation's more for like smaller jobs. Restoration's for the like bit more heavier jobs. It's slightly dated, but it does the job. So yeah, really happy how that's gone. Quite happy with the edge I've got there now. It's with the primer on as well, and yeah, it looks good. So yeah, I hope you've enjoyed watching that. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, comment and subscribe. I love to hear what you guys are up to, and I love to see your comments, and you can follow me on Instagram too. So yeah, thank you all, and bye for now.